Ronan here from the Dough Bros, and today is all about Paddy's Day. To all the Irish that are at home or abroad, I've got a wicked pizza for you to try at home. That is a riff off the good old classic bacon and cabbage. We're going to do it with a lovely miso cream. Pair that with some smoked ham on a pizza, a bit of Pecorino Romano, a bit of Parmesan, and it's a winner. So first thing, get your oven on to full whack. You really want good heat here to get a good char on the cabbage. Just cut it straight down the middle. A bit of olive oil on the cabbage. We've got the SMEG barbecue stove, which is brilliant for grilling vegetables, grilling meats. I've had that in for about 40 minutes while the oven's preheating, just to get it absolutely roaring hot. And straight in, that little bit of hiss there is exactly what you're looking for. Got it back into the oven, and it's perfect. In 15 minutes, you have a lovely charred cabbage and cooked all the way through. Now, onto this lovely, delectable miso cream. Really, really simple and straightforward. It all happens in the one pot. So in with your olive oil, and then you just want to soften down your garlic. 3 cloves of garlic I have in here, minced up. You just want it to be quite translucent. Next up then is I have 100 mils of double cream and 100 grams of cream cheese. Next up is your miso, really delicious. I've gone with a tablespoon or even 20 grams of miso I think is perfect for this recipe. Stick it in there. Tablespoon of tomato paste. Give that a good stir. You need a bit of cheese with this. Who doesn't love a bit of cheese? So I've gone with 30 grams of Gran Padano and 30 grams of Pecorino Romano. So we'll pop that in. A couple of spices. We've got a little pinch of nutmeg, and when I say pinch, I mean just a pinch. And oregano, again, slightly bigger pinch. And last but not least, I just have 400 mils of good quality chicken stock just to pour in. The key here is just to get it to boil and then reduce it down, reduce it by half, and it'll all come together in this lovely Moorish little miso cream that we can dress on the cabbage. Let's see how the cabbage is charring up. Oh, that looks absolutely perfect. That's what you want to see. That is just perfect. I'm going to plate this, bits of the charred cabbage in there. This is looking great, it's smelling even better. It's getting nice and thick, which is kind of what you want. Now we're going to drizzle that all over the cabbage. You don't want to stinge on this part. This is where all the moppage happens underneath. Just to finish this lovely side, and also works as a pizza top, and I'll show you that after, is breadcrumb over the top. So this is a little easy toasted garlic breadcrumb. A little bit of Gran Padano just to finish. And last, little bits of parsley. Cabbage loves a bit of parsley. Oh. Done. So I promised you pizza, and here we are. This is our version of a St. Paddy's Day inspired riff off of bacon and cabbage. First things first, we're going to open up our dough. But before you even get going, make sure you switch on your oven to full blast. Good pizza loves high heat. We've got our SMEG pizza stone in there preheating, so no harm having it on for a good 30-45 minutes just to make sure that it's well heated and that stone is red hot. So, a little bit of flour onto your dough ball, out of the flour and into your flour bin here. Just turning it over just to make sure that all of that moisture has been removed from the dough ball. Last thing you want is the dough ball to be sticking when you're topping it, so loads of flour. Flour's your friend. Just to open the dough ball, crossing the hands, and just pushing all that air out to the crust. All that air that has been formed in the proven process, you want to leave that to the crust so that the middle is nice and thin, and you have a nice round crust to the edge. Pat it round, make sure it's nice and circular, and then here's the fun part. Into your hands, just ever so slightly, just applying slight pressure to the dough, just to open it ever so slightly. This dough was left out for about 15 minutes, but it's quite cold. Keeping it nice and circular till you have a decent sized pizza, maybe around 9-10 inches. That's good. Flour your bat. Flour's your friend here, just to stop it from sticking. And dough ball down. Oh, as easy as that. So next up, we're going to top this. This is going to be a white base, so a Bianca base. So just a little bit of double cream here. Not a huge amount, a little goes a long way. Then one of the stars of the show is that miso cream that we made. So we've taken some here, reserved it off, and just drizzle that underneath the base. That'll melt into the cheese, melt into the ham, will start to melt into it, and it'll just create this lovely umami-rich base underneath all of the ingredients to carry all that flavor. Next up is your mozzarella. Again with cheese, little goes a long way with that. Then we have our kale, just normal curly kale with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, tiny bit of sea salt, just to give it a little bit of moisture before it goes into the oven. Next up, the miso cabbage. So you'll see it has all those lovely little char marks. It's soaked up a lot of that juice from the miso cream as well, so it's just going to be full of flavor. Pizza's all about balance. Dollop little and often, I think, is the approach to topping a pizza. One of the last items is going to be your smoked ham. This is SMEG, a cured smoked ham. It's absolutely delicious on pizza. Tearing it into small pieces will help it crisp up lovely in the oven. So small little pieces of SMEG. You want to leave that last so that it gets real crispy in the oven. And this is optional, but I do love a bit of spice myself. So a little bit of chili flakes. And lastly, just a little drizzle of that miso cream over the top so that it all melts in together in this lovely, rich, decadent pizza. So what we're going to do is just give it a final stretch just to make sure it's the right size. Now that was good. Give it a little shake test, make sure she's moving. It's ready for the oven. That looks good. Oh yeah. That is looking lovely in my opinion. You've got a lovely saucy creaminess to it. The cabbage has taken on a lovely little bit of char, as has the kale. The ham has gotten lovely and crispy. It's ready for the final touches. A garlic and parsley breadcrumb just gives it a little bit of crunch on top and kind of soaks into that lovely cream and just makes it all very Moorish. A little sprinkling of that over the top. And can't have pizza without a bit of Parmesan, Gran Padano, or any form of cheese really. So shavings of that over the top. And again, it's going to melt into that sauce and just make it absolutely delicious. And there you have it. That's our Paddy's Day inspired pizza, which has a lovely smoked ham, miso roasted cabbage, some curly kale that's roasted up lovely in the oven, some of that lovely miso cream, and a garlic breadcrumb. Absolutely delicious. Well, I've been talking enough about this pizza, I might as well taste it and get stuck into it. I had a little preview and it was pretty tasty. That was delicious. Super creamy, a little bit rich, but just on the money. You can really taste the miso coming through. Paired with the smoked ham and the cabbage and everything, it's everything you want in a Paddy's Day pizza. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Hope you're having a great time and thanks for tuning in. If you do like the pizza, let us know how you get on, and the recipe is down below. Thank you.